right now. Okay.
Action.
Okay. When I first met Curtis and started exploring the possibility of working with Yates Yates, I really had no idea what I was doing. I had been approached by a publisher, and they had offered me what I didn't know at the time was a pretty poor deal. And I might have just signed it or just gone for it. And Curtis reached out to me and was eager to meet with me and meet with some of the people that I was working with. And so just after meeting with him and talking with him, he really walked me through the process of what it even looks like to communicate with a publisher. And I was very grateful just to have his knowledge and his wisdom and his expertise. And so he recommended that I walk away from that first deal, and I didn't know really anything about it, and so I trusted his judgment, and it turned out he was right on. Kind of after I stepped away from that first bad offer that I had received, Curtis went out and was able to get all these other offers that were so much better. And I remember just thinking, wow, I really had no idea how this world worked or what even my work might be worth. And so I was grateful for him and for Yates Yates even in the very beginning with that, and it became very clear to me that just that I could trust what they were telling me, and I could trust the advice they were giving me. And then once I did sign a publishing deal, it was just very apparent to me that they were in it with me the whole way. I really felt like Curtis went before me, and he talked to the publisher about things that I might not have understood. He fought for the book to be written in the way that I wanted it to be written. He fought for the message to remain consistent, and it was very apparent to me that Yates Yates was passionate about not just the work that we were doing, but they were passionate about my story, and they were passionate about getting the message across the way that I wanted it to be conveyed. They were passionate about the message of Christ being central to my story. And I don't know, I just don't know if I would have known that I could fight for my words to remain the same in the way that Curtis was able to just communicate to the publisher on my behalf. And so I really felt like I didn't have to concede, or I didn't have to lose the things that I thought were important to the story just because the publisher was asking me to move in a different direction. Curtis would be on the phone with me at crazy hours of the day because of the time difference of living in Uganda, and we would fight a bad Skype connection and a bad phone connection just to try to meet a deadline or try to make a decision. And I just felt like he was on my team. He wanted to hear what I had to say. He wanted to present to the publisher what it was that I was wanting to say through the message of the book. And especially living out of the country, I knew that I had such an advocate in Yates Yates, and that even though I wasn't able to take care of all the details, that they really were working out all the details on my behalf. And then even after the book released, I was in Uganda. I had about 3 weeks to give to trying to promote the book. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't really know how to set up anything that would promote the book, or I didn't have marketing people that could market it for me. And when it turned out that the publisher I was using had not done a lot of marketing, Yates Yates really set up quite a few appearances and really helped market the book and helped push the book, and is undoubtedly the reason that the book has done so well and has sold so well. So I'm grateful that they weren't just excited to get the message across the way I wanted it in the published book, but they were also excited to get that message out after the book had published. And really ultimately they just continue to be great friends. I'm so grateful that I had people that walked with me through that process, and that were excited about the things I was excited about and were passionate about my story, but also just turned into very dear friends who share my heart. And I'm excited when I hear that my friends are working with them. I'm excited when I hear that other authors have chosen to work with them because I was just so very blessed by my experience.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.